Skip it up and that up. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and
that's my ass!
So Sony has reported their 8th consecutive quarterly loss, and due to this, their shares have fallen by more than 10%. That's the biggest drop that Sony stock has had in over 4 years. Shares on the Tokyo Stock Exchange fell today from 1,519 yen, about 16 bucks, to 1,365 yen, 14 bucks roundabout. The biggest dip since November 2008. Sony this week reported a quarterly loss of 10.8 billion yen, which is about 116 million US dollars, and slashed its PlayStation Vita sales forecast by an additional 3 million units. Sony says it's going to try to support the Vita and get it to penetrate the market more by making more software, and financial analysts are hoping that next-gen consoles will put a jolt in the video game market, which we'll see about that. A YouTuber named Razorfist, if I could find his channel or at least his video, I'll post it because it was friggin' brilliant. He has a video where the title of it is "The Video Game Crash Has Already Happened," and he makes amazing points. I mean, look all around you, man. Epic closed a new studio that they had. THQ closed down. Sony's reporting losses. Microsoft's reporting losses. Nintendo has cut their sales figures for both the 3DS and the Wii U. And it isn't just about the economy, because if you really think about it, the consoles were blowing up really until like 2011. I mean, anything that games were doing well. You know, I don't have numbers in front of me and I could be off by a year or even 2 years, but you know, it's very interesting what's going on. This generation, this upcoming generation, not the current one, is going to be a generation of change. And it's going to be change. Look at me trying to break something there that I can't break in the game. It's going to be a generation that's going to have drastic positive changes and drastic negative changes. We're going to see some exciting new concepts come around, some revolutionary ideas in the gaming industry, and we're going to see some companies that we love, you know, fade away and just implode. And it could be a console developer. It could be one of your favorite software developers. I mean, it's happening all the time now. THQ was a big one. I mean, a lot of the studios aren't like huge, ginormous studios, but we're going to see that, man. It's just, games are not selling like they were a few years ago. And, you know, Steam is doing fantastic, and it's not me just going into the PC gaming thing, but I think also the gaming market is evolving. You know, at first I didn't think that tablets really were gonna, and cell phones were really, and smartphones I should say, not cell phones in general, smartphones were really gonna penetrate the market like they did. But really the casual market has, people were right, the casual market has gone over to cell phones and tablets. And the hardcore market, the numbers are there for Steam. I'm not just pulling these out of my ass from Neverland. Steam is blowing up. There's a lot of people. When I used to work for HP, there were people all the time that would come into the computer section, which at Best Buy wasn't the smartest place to go, but they would buy like a 550 Ti video card and said, "Hey, I'm going to get a power supply too, and I want to try out PC gaming, see what it's about." There's the hardcore markets migrating to different places, the casual markets migrating to different places. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, all three of them, are going to really have to bring something exciting to the table. It can't just be a moderate upgrade in graphics. It can't just be tessellation and lighting. It can't just be, you know, they're copying Nintendo and putting a damn screen on their controllers. They're going to have to do something to really get people excited about console gaming again, like people were in like 2007 and 2008. People were amped, man, about console gaming back then. Consoles could do no wrong back then, and now it's different. And I don't just think it's because the consoles are old. I know a lot of people are going to use that argument. I just don't think the age of the consoles has a lot to do with it, because there's still a lot of people, even to this day, if you talk to them, I don't agree anymore. In 2011, I kind of agreed with them, that are still happy with what the graphics that the PS3 and 360 offer. In 2011, I agreed with them. Now I'm really starting to see the age. Like when you look at games, they look dated on the consoles, minus a few exceptions. But I don't know, man. This is going to be a generation, a console generation of change. And some of it's going to be awesome. It's going to be very polarized. Some of it's going to be amazing, and some of it's going to be terrible. So be prepared for some drastic changes, and there may be a good amount of them that you don't like. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Sony posting their 8th consecutive loss? It's nuts. What do you think about that? Do you think that all 3 of the console developers will survive the 8th generation? I mean, the Wii U in the UK only sold, there was only 35,000 pieces of software sold in the UK, and they included the pack-in game, the Nintendo Land that came with the Wii U, and it was only 35,000. So not only did the software not sell, the console didn't sell. In the end, I think the Wii U will be all right, but now it's struggling. I think it'll be okay in the long run. Nintendo has incredible first-party IPs that will save them, but right now, people are, it's just tough to justify buying the system when most of the games are just ports from that you can get on the PS3 and 360. But anyway, I rambled on way longer than I thought about that. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below and let me know what you think about Sony taking another loss. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out.